Okay. Okay, so tonight is Friday night. It's our last night, day 5 of newbie boot camp. This has been a really successful week. I think it's been really good for us to get together and chat all through the week about different things. That way it's not so overwhelming to you guys in the beginning, having so much information at once. It's kind of nice to break it down into a few nights. I've had a lot of good feedback, so I'm happy about the group. I appreciate the ones of you that have got on every night and have made an attempt to get your new people on. That's awesome. So thank you. Hopefully you've learned some stuff and you can pass it along and you feel a little bit better equipped anyways. I'm sure you have questions still, and that's fine. I still have questions some days, so you'll always have questions because things are always changing and evolving, and we're always doing things new and exciting. So it's always okay to ask questions. If you don't know something, it's better to ask than to miss out and not have the information and the knowledge that you need. So tonight, basically, we're going to recap a few things, and then I'm going to have you guys just ask me questions if you guys have any questions. Leaders, if you're on and you have some questions that your new people are asking you that you need me to answer, I can do that. So first of all, I'm excited that you're on this team. I'm excited that you're taking the step to grow your business. That's exciting. And I'm looking forward to watching you the rest of the month and going silver. A lot of you are pushing for silver. A lot of you are posting that you're getting new customers, which is awesome. New retail customers, new preferred customers. So congratulations for that. A lot of you have been stepping outside your comfort zone, and you're getting on three-way calls, and you're getting into three-way messages, and we're doing Zoom meetings like crazy. Zoom is loving us because we are using their service pretty much all day, every day. So that's exciting. I love getting on Zooms. I love meeting new people. I love seeing your guys' potentials and watching you guys grow and learn, and really taking that all in and actually putting that to use. So good job for the ones of you who are doing that. If you haven't started doing those, make sure you do, because that is how you are going to grow your business. If you are not getting into three-ways during the week, if you're not getting into any kind of three-way chat, if you're not doing any type of Zoom meeting, you are really not using the full potential of everything that we're offering you. So try your best to really utilize those three-way calls, messages, and Zoom meetings, because that's how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to get new customers. That's how you're going to get new ambassadors. We talked about the compensation plan and how we're getting paid. We're getting paid to sell the products. We're getting paid preferred bonuses. We're getting paid commissions on our sales. We're getting paid business building bonuses by signing people and having them buy welcome packs. We're getting paid rank advancements. And we're getting paid pay points for adding new ambassadors. So there's lots of exciting ways we're getting paid. We've learned about products, how to use the products, best tips about the products, making sure we're taking care of customers. We want to make sure we're loving up on our customers, always checking in. It's better to over check in than not check in enough. I always say I'd rather have someone say, you know what, I'm fine. I'll check in with you in a few days, than for someone to say, man, you know what, she never even checked in with me. I'd much rather have someone say I'm checking in too much than too little. We talked about taking care of those customers so you can flip them into ambassadors, which is always the goal. We always want to have great customers, treat them with great customer service, so they will say, you know what, that's the person I want to join this team. I like that team. I like the way she does things, so I want to join her team. So that's a really good thing to do, is take care of your customers. We talked about objections and overcoming objections. It's too expensive. I don't have time. I'm not a salesperson. So I think we got that out of the way. So hopefully you guys are knocking down those objections and learning how to present the products and the opportunity, overcoming those objections right away, so you don't have that come back to you and get a no. But we also talked about going for a no. If you're not getting a no, that means you're not working your business. 100%. If you don't have people telling you no to the products or no to the opportunity, then you're definitely not working a business, because you will get no's. You'll get a lot of no's, but no's will turn into maybes, and maybes will turn into yeses. So always go for no. Make sure you're talking to as many people as possible about Plexus, because that is what we do as ambassadors. We are ambassadors for Plexus worldwide. We are sharing the products, life-changing, amazing plant-based products, and we're changing an incredible opportunity and sharing a business opportunity that we can, that will provide freedom and time with your family, and freedom to have the finances to do the things that you want with your family. So we're offering that gift to people, and it is a gift. Remember that. We are not apologetic about sharing this opportunity. We're not apologetic about sharing the products, because we know someone tonight is praying for an opportunity to get healthy, to feel better, and to help their finances. So we know that what we have is a gift. So we're going to treat it as such, right? So I know there's a couple people who have been in the business for a while on the call, and there's some people that are brand new. So I want to hear from you tonight. Even if you don't think you have a question, you probably do. You're mulling over something, you're thinking about something, you've thought about it during the week. So I'm going to unmute you guys, and I want you to talk about if it's something that you're struggling with, if it's something that you're curious about. If you have a question on anything, go ahead.
I always have questions.
Awesome.
I don't know if it's gonna be, but I'm recruiting a lot of my family members and friends, and we aren't networkers. We're medical professionals, so it's new to us. And for me, the approach is really easy because I'm a people person and I'm face to face with a lot of people in my pharmacy. But a lot of my recruits that I'm trying to sign on as ambassadors are asking me, why aren't they letting you test the product, or what is Plexus giving you to help Plexus? Like, I know that I don't have a problem with it per se, but I don't know the exact rebuttal for them. But they say, are they not going to give us any welcome guide? Are they not going to give us samples? Are they not going to give? And it's more so for the people that are financially tight and they're eager to they're coming on to make more money. So I don't have all of the answers to tell them, well, you got to put in first before you can. I don't know the correct response for that.
Like trying the products before they come on? Is that?
Well, they're asking me, well, what does Plexus supply you with to sell? What are they going to give you to go out and, are they going to give me any samples so I can try it first and then tell everybody how it works? Or are they going to give me a workbook tool so I can have everything that will make me succeed? Are they going to, what are they going to do to help me help them?
That's a great question. And yes, they do. They will provide for $34.95, you get a website that's maintained and monitored by Plexus. They do all of the business end side of your website. I can tell you right now that every other network marketing company that I know of, I don't know of any, including all the major ones that you could ramble off right now. You have to pay their ambassadors, and I'm called ambassadors, but their people pay monthly to have those websites taken care of. We don't. We don't pay a monthly fee to Plexus. They take care of that. That's included for the entire year. They maintain the website. They're going to give you, every new ambassador that signs up with the $34.95 is going to get the success guide, the box that I showed you yesterday. That was always given out. It was just in a different style. It was smaller, and it was in a spiral notebook. And now when we switched over the back office, when we hired a new head of PR, she has created this entire ambassador training guide. And so right now it's on back order because they had a shipping issue, but very, very soon. So most of the ambassadors got them. So if you've been Anne is my new ambassador. She's been in the business. I don't know. Is this your second month, Anne? Month 2? Yeah. You got the success kit, right? Right. So I did. I didn't get the box. Okay. So you got the old one though. Did you get the old one or the new one? Okay. They mass produced a first, like when we had Super Saturday in January, they were supposed to launch for all the new ambassadors, but they only got it for the people that went to Super Saturday, which is like a training for our company.
Right.
Everyone asked for Saturday got the new success kit. Okay. Yeah, that's the old one, Anne. So Anne got the old one, which was in a spiral notebook bound. So it's a little bit different. It's almost the exact same information, but they just vamped it up a little bit. It's a much bigger version.
I know that nothing is free, and somebody's got to pay for these things to, it's got to come from somewhere, but I just don't know the proper rebuttal.
Right. Well,
I
would say that what Plexus offers you is an amazing, generous compensation plan. They're going to give you the success guide that's going to train you in the business end. They don't do samples. You can buy samples in your back office. You can buy decision packs, which is a nice little trifold or double fold. It has a DVD in it, and it has a sample product. So it's 3 days of Slim. It can be Slim and Boost, Slim and Accelerator, Slim and Block. Those you can purchase in your back office, and you can resell them. You can sell them, or you can give them away. When I very first started, I gave them away because I invested a little bit of money and bought probably like 30.
I wish I can buy for all the people that I want to get on as ambassadors, so they can in turn start making, but
yeah,
not there yet.
Yeah, totally get it. So a lot of people buy 10 and it qualifies you, and then they sell them instead of they're $12.95, but you can sell them for $10. You're still making your money back plus some, and it gives people 3 days. Basically, the sample packs are to try. It's to get an idea of what does the pink drink taste like. You're not going to see a huge amount of results in 3 days. However, I saw enough to where I wanted to join and I wanted to buy. So they don't give you them for free, but they do offer that. And your customers can go to your website and buy a 3-day trial. They can buy a 7-day trial, but they do have to purchase the samples. What Plexus is going to give you is the opportunity to market the product. They're going to give you the opportunity to have a website that's maintained by them, and they're going to give you the success kit. I promise you it's coming. It's just, it's on back order, but and that's going to provide you a lot of information. But as far as trials and sampling the products, what I did also is I bought like a bag of Slim, and that way I had 30 sticks of Slim. So I just went out and started giving one away every time I saw something.
That's what I think I'm going to do with my business card and tell them to look at the site.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I can tell you a lot of jewels started without trying the products. They never tried the products. They decided to jump in, both feet. And they never tried the products, and now they're jewels. Some people were product users, like myself. I was a product user for a year until I said, you know what, maybe there is something to his business side. So it really, it can be successful in both ways. Some people feel, I was on a 3-way with one of y'all, Angelina, and we were talking to one of her friends, and she was like, it sounded great. She had all the health issues that were like perfect for our product. She definitely needed our product. She was definitely interested in the business. It intrigued her. But she said, I want to try the products first because I want to know if they work for me. And some people have that mentality, and that's okay. Some people don't. Some people say, you know what, I trust you. I've read the testimonies. I've seen what your company's been doing. Clearly, it must work. You couldn't be a debt-free company if your products didn't work, so I'm going to go all in anyways. So it really depends on the person. It depends on your belief level, your trust level. It depends on your influence as an ambassador. Something that I'm going through, I'm teaching some of my leaders the 21 laws of leadership. And one of the skill sets for leadership is the law of influence. And that is something that's naturally given to some people. Some people are just very influential people. You are one of those people, I can tell. It's something that is in your genetic makeup that draws you to people or draws people to you. You have the law of leadership, and you have that law of influence. So it comes naturally to you, whereas it might not come naturally to someone else. Some people don't have the law of influence, and that is something that you can build on that skill set. So if you feel like, you're not one of those people that has a whole lot of influence with other people, that's something you can build and learn and grow in. And so I would highly recommend the 21 Laws of Leadership for that person to say, hey, let me sharpen my skill set. Let me develop that influence, because I can tell you in this business, in network marketing, the law of influence is huge. Look at someone like Celeste Gwynn. Celeste Gwynn is 39 years old. She was a stay-at-home mom. She was, Dallas, Texas. She was her kids are in private school, but she was able to go diamond in 6 months. She has the law of influence down to the T, down to the letter, because she spent her whole life building relationships. Her personality was friendships. Her personality was being a friend and being an influencer. So people joined Celeste Gwen because she was Celeste Gwen. They said, you know what? If she's doing it, I'm doing it, because I know her name wouldn't be on it unless she was serious about it. That's a great skill set to have. You're blessed when you have that skill set. So I would say use that skill set of influence. You have to learn, like you said, you need to kind of work out your presentation and how you present that, because you're new to the company, you're new to the products. But I believe that your influence alone is going to build your team.
Yeah. It's only week one.
Yeah, absolutely. And build on that. And something that I learned early on in my 40 years of living is I'm very transparent. So what you see is what you get. I'm just one of those people that, love me or hate me, I am who I am, and it is what it is. So, that I've always been that way. But I am a people person too. I have the same friends I've had my entire life. I make friends very easily. I know no stranger. So something like network marketing for me is a perfect fit. It just appeals to my personality, because like you said, I love people. I love to meet people. I love talking to people. However, like, I wasn't like a public speaker. It wasn't like I was the first one to run up to the class and talk. But I've developed that skill, or I'm trying to develop that skill as a leader. So there's just certain things that it's personal. You know what I mean? It really has nothing to do with the products. It has nothing to do with the business. It has to do with growing your skill set. And so we'll learn that as you go on. And I am, even me now as an Emerald, a year into it, I'm still having to sharpen my skill sets. I'm still having to go through the laws and the skills of leadership and network marketing and say, okay, this is what I have as far as products. So how can I mix my personality and what I bring to the table to share these products? This is the compensation plan. This is the business model. How can I use my personality and my skill set to share it with other people? Right? And that's just growing. That's just maturing in network marketing. And you definitely will do. You're going to do good. I know you will. So you're going to model your presentation around you and your personality.
Yeah. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I got some good people to model after.
You do. You have some great leaders in your team already. Anybody else? Misty, how's your team doing? Did they enjoy this training?
Yeah, a lot of them. Sorry, it's noisy here. Hang on.
You're fine.
Okay. Got a house full of teenagers and a bunch of little ones. So, yeah, I got 2 of them on now, and a couple of them I know are watching the recording ones. So, yeah, a couple of them say they want to try and go silver this month. So I'm really excited, and yeah, they're all starting to reach out, and there's a couple of launch parties happening and some meetings, and yeah, so I think it's going to be a good month.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. And those of you who don't know, Misty is in Canada. So she is rocking the pink in Canada, and she is killing it over there. And I always mention this because I just think it's relevant that we have, we all know the back office had switched over in October. It's been a pain in the you-know-what. It has not been a smooth, easy transaction. A lot of frustrations, a lot of time. Products that take forever to get here. There's backup, orders that are late. The customer service line is atrocious. So there's been a lot of hurdles in the U.S. from Plexus with this back office changeover. But if you can time that probably by 100, that's what Canada deals with on a daily basis. So I always, every time someone complains on my team in the U.S., I was just like, you can call Misty. She can tell you it's really worse in Canada. So don't think it's that bad here. Poor Jennifer sat on customer service today, I know, for 2.5 hours. So she is a diehard, and she held out, and she's not a quitter, and she got a hold of customer service, and they took care of her problem, and everything is A-okay. But is anything like a huge corporate takeover or a huge back office switch? This was not our back office. This was payroll, shipping, everything that Plexus multi-million-dollar company does in their network, computer network, was switched. So it's been a huge undertaking and task, and so it's been trying. But I love that our company stands by what they say. I love that they're always honest and transparent. I love that they, say, hey, we recognize this sucks, and we're doing everything we can to fix it. So at least they're real, and they say it sucks. We know it sucks, but we're going to do everything we can to make it right. So bear with us on the success kits, because I know they're so awesome, and Mary Ann has worked her tail off, her and her team, to produce these kits, and they are wonderful. If you don't have them yet, bear with us. They're coming, I promise.
Speaking of the back office, how often is it updated? How many hours?
That's a great question. No one knows. It's supposed to be updated every 2 hours. Our system was live prior. It was real time. So when as soon as you got an ambassador, it was real time. As soon as you got PV, it was real time. Now it is not real time. So it's really hard. They're working on it. They've been working on that. They're trying to get the system. The end result is real time, but it's going to be a while. So it's supposed to update every 2 hours.
Because it's still saying that the last update was 5:52, and now it's 9:00 at night, and changes have been made that are still not reflected yet.
Yeah,
okay.
Which is totally normal for right.
That was for you, Ayala.
I know it was.
Yeah, it's not showing yet.
It was. Had I known that, I would have done that this morning before work.
I know. And the bad thing, to think about it. Okay, so when it's the last day of the month, think about this.
Right.
When you're trying to promote, and y'all will all be there very soon, you're counting every point. So it could be real time. So we would refresh. When we're trying to promote, we can see our points immediately. And so now we have no idea what our points are. We're nail biting at like 10 o'clock because we're like, oh my gosh, is it going to update?
I have people coming up to the pharmacy like, is my bio cleanse in yet? I'm like, still waiting on my welcome back. Sorry.
And I also I have been in something, like I said, since 2012 as a product user, and I have never waited over 3 to 5 days for anything. I mean, which is crazy fast. Like, they're in Arizona and I'm in Florida, so like we're as far apart as you get. And 3 to 5 days, more like 3. I had everything I ever ordered from Plexus, so we were really spoiled because they used to be on top of it. So It's been a challenge to have to learn to be really patient and very forgiving. And I just keep saying, you know what? I love this company. I'm building my belief in this company. I trust Alec and Taro. I know the kind of men they are. I know what kind of company they run. So I'm just plugging in and saying, you know what? I believe they're going to make it right. I believe they're going to make it right. And they will. They will. So take it out. Bear with us. I know Ann Ann's been 2 months. She had to wait for her product too. She was the same way. Jones and Flora. When's it gonna come? When's it gonna come? Finally it came. It is hard, especially when you're waiting for that first
2 months.
She's in it. Yeah, she's. I'm trying to think when you signed. I was gonna look at your date, but I think
it was at the beginning of January, I believe.
Yeah, because you went silver your first month.
Yeah, we're not talking.
Yeah, so you were in your first 30 days. So.
Yeah.
This is your second or third month, but so she waited a couple weeks for her products too, probably over 2.
Yeah.
It was a good 2.5 weeks, which is so not the norm. But
mine didn't take that long.
Yeah, and sometimes they don't. We did have February.
It was like 5 days for mine.
Yeah, I think it was the 13th. Any orders of the triplex from February 13th on in February were somehow the shipping labels were deleted, and so they never got shipped. So they had to reship all the triplex packages after the 13th of February. So they sat that whole time. Yeah, so that's right now, that's why customer service is 2-hour wait, because people are saying, where's my product? Oh my gosh, and we're all calling, and so you take 30 minutes on the phone, and so you hold for 30, and they're on the phone for another 30, and so it's awful right now. It is awful, and I apologize for it. They know, they're aware, they're doing everything, they're doing their due diligence to get everything corrected, shipped out. And all the welcome success kits, all the welcome packs and everything will be shipped, and everybody will have the opportunity to go in the back office and buy one. If you're an older seasoned ambassador and you just want an extra one.
When my welcome pack came, it told me that in a letter that the success kit was on back order, and the success kit came like 2 days later. Like I didn't even know it was I just got something in the mail. I'm like, oh yay!
Yay! So
yeah,
you're trying really hard to fulfill all the orders. So I know once that it was stuck in customs, so they shipped it on a ship instead of flying in this time. It was a lot cheaper, but customs seized the packaging. So because customs seized it, they had to go through all sorts of red tape to get it out of customs, and that was the holdup. So I know the number that they bought is we're gonna have plenty, but it's getting it out of customs and getting it back over to where they can fulfill it. Has taken that's what the problem is. It's taken the time. So, but they're confident it's going to be soon. Doing everything they can to fix that problem. So now they know what to do and how to do it a little differently. So it'll be great the next time. Anybody else have anything business-wise, team-wise? Anything about your business? Anything I can help you with?
Kelly, if somebody fast starts to gold, we talked about this the other night. I know it's a matter of points, but with points, how many does that actually equate to in people?
20.
20, okay.
20 on your first 3 levels.
Okay.
100 points. Yeah.
And how many that have to be outside that primary leg?
15.
15, that's what I thought. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yep.
So the paydays are every Friday and the 15th of every month, right?
Yes.
So what's the cutoff though for the 15th or even the Friday? Really?
The last day of every month. So you're paid the whole. So our pay cutoff, like if you meet on the 30th, it closes at Eastern time. So it's midnight Eastern time is when everything switches over for the next month. So anything in the month of February will be February as far as pay points and commission.
That's for the 15th of every month. But what about for the Friday, like the welcome packs or BBBs or whatever? Is that
the following Friday? So if it's during the week, anytime during the week, it's going to be that following Friday. So
does it start on Sunday or does it end on Sunday for that Friday?
I think it's Sunday, but I'm gonna have to clarify that. I think it's Sunday to the following Friday. I think how they run it, but I'm gonna have to double check on that because I'm not totally sure, to be honest. Just know, like, if you sign an ambassador Wednesday, it's going to be your following Friday you get paid. If you get Monday, it's going to be the following Friday.
Right, because I actually did sign one on Sunday. That's why I was asking.
Okay. So I don't know.
I'm assuming because I didn't get it today that it's going to be next Friday, and that Sunday is the start of the new week. You know, it probably goes Sunday to Saturday.
Yeah, and it's good, honestly, like right now, especially when you're new and you don't have a whole bunch of data in your back office, is keep track of those. So, you know, if Friday comes and you know that you have a welcome pack coming and you don't have it, that's something we need to check on. So you want to make sure that you're checking your pay. And you can go in the back office and look under account services, and it kind of breaks everything down for you. And you can see sometimes, for me, I know what to look for when you're new. Sometimes when you look under account services, you're like, okay, what is that? And why does it say negative? And why does it say plus 25? So it can be confusing, but it is stated. It says like business building bonus, and it'll say some, you know, so it's a good way to double check everything.
Yeah, for a chemistry major, I'm a little embarrassed to say I don't understand. I took the training on my back office and I did it twice, but maybe I'm just a visual person. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm following my instructions from Angelina and Amanda. But to be honest, in front of everybody, I really don't know what I'm doing. All I'm doing is people are coming up to me and saying, you look great and such, you have so much energy. What's going on? And I say, Plexus, go to my website. I don't know anything else.
That's exactly what you should be doing. I mean, what you should be doing. And, you know, that's perfect. I mean, you know.
That's perfect, but I'd like to know how financially my fiscal, you know.
You know that when you make sales,
Show me the money.
You know if you make over $100, you're qualified. You know if you make $101 in sales or up to $4.99, you're making.
Stop laughing, Angelina.
15%. That's what you're making. 15%. If you make over 500, you're making 25% on sales. So that's an easy way to calculate. At your end of your month, you're
okay.
15% or 25. You're always going to want to hit that 500 because it's such a jump. It's such a good jump to 500.
$500 in AWP, $500 in retail sales, $500 in
personal volume,
or all these acronyms and letters.
Yes, personal volume. You're under your PV column. You have a personal volume column in your back office. That's really the only one that you ever need to look at. Honestly, they give you the welcome pack volume and your overall volume, and you don't need any of that. You need to know what your PV says. If your PV says $272 on the 31st of the month, then guess what? You're getting 15% of $172 because your first $100 goes to Plexus. If you have $575 in sales, you know under your PV, you know that you're going to get paid on $475 at 25%. So whatever your PV is, the last day of the month, your total PV, you're going to get either 15% of that or 25% of that minus your first 100. So a lot of times people think, oh, do I have to get 600 to make 25%? No, as soon as you hit 500, 25% of 400. Okay?
Gotcha.
You always know you're going to make either commissions are going to be 15% or 25%. If you have a preferred customer, you get a bonus, whatever product it is. And you look up the product bonus. It could be $6, it could be $8, it could be $20, depending on what you buy. So that's a preferred bonus. You're going to get paid pay points on any ambassador who qualifies with their 100. So if you signed your sister and she makes 100 PV and then she makes $200 in sales.
Senior ambassadors.
Okay, so you're a senior ambassador already. So if they get their 100 PV, which
I'm a senior ambassador?
You are if you have 2 people in here.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, girl. If they bought a welcome pack or
yes.
a 2-step, you are a senior ambassador. In what, your first week? I mean, come on, girl.
Sunday is my week 1 anniversary.
Awesome. That's something fantastic. One more and you're silver. One more and you got that $100 bonus.
One more?
One more. All it takes is 3.
Honey! I'll do it later.
Uh-huh. And one more. 3. 3 is the golden number. 3, 3, 3. We love the power of 3. 3 is our favorite number plus because you want to go silver every single month because you want to continue to duplicate that down to your team because that is how you produce massive growth. It doesn't sound like a lot, but if I told you, hey, I want you to go out and sign 30 people, you'd be like, man, oh God, that's a lot of people. You know, I'd be like, man, that's a lot. You might think you could do it, but if I say go out and sign 3, you're like, oh, I got this. 3 people, I'm done. You know, 3 is doable. So if you teach those 3 to go get 3, how many do you have? 3, 6, 9. You have 9 more people. And if they go out and get 3 each, it's 27 more people. Now you're well into senior gold. So you need to, power of 3. 3 is the magic number. You get 3 and you teach 3. You get your 3 to get their 3 to get their 3 to get their 3. I don't want to tell you, go out and sign 5,000 people because you look at me sideways. I didn't start with 5,000 people. I started with 3 people. I got to silver and I got my team to silver and it started to multiply. If I told a new person, hey, I want you to go out and get 30 people tomorrow or 30 people, they would look at me crazy. If I say 3, they're going to say, okay, I totally can do that. I got 2 of my best friends. I know my sister will do it. So it's doable. And then you're going to turn around and you're going to sit there and work with those 3 people and say, okay, get your list. Let's start doing 3 ways. Who's your 3? Pick your dream team. Who's your dream team 3? And then you're going to get them silver. Your job,
I'm working on that now.
yeah, your job right now is to get that third person, and you want to work with your 2 and say, okay, where's your list? Let's get your 3 dream teamers. Let's get your 3 runners with you. Let's partner up, find your team, and let's start duplicating it. So Power of 3. Sheila Medina taught on the Power of 3. It's in the training guide. It's the YouTube from convention. Watch it if you haven't. It's great. Power of 3 is powerful. I mean, you could, if you duplicate the Power of 3 down 7 levels, you're making 20 grand in pay points. So you want to duplicate the Power of 3. Power of 3 is extremely lucrative. Not everybody does it, but if you can get as many people as possible to duplicate to 3, you will have a hefty paycheck. So 333, triple threat. Anybody else have questions, thoughts? I'm glad that you're doing some launch parties and sip and seas and stuff. That's awesome. I'm proud of you. I'm excited for your team. I was going to go to Canada, you know. They asked me to go to Canada. They wanted me to do British Columbia. And I said, yes, I will do it. I will be there. I was so excited. And then she said, where's your passport? I was like, crap. I'm like, I don't have a passport. And she's like, well, you can't do Canada. I'm like, oh.
Damn. Yeah, no, I have to get my passport. I'm getting my passport hopefully this month because
you're coming to Vegas, right?
Yes.
Yes. That's what I like to hear. Yes.
I'm third, so now I need my passport and then pay for the hotel and then I'm flight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yay.
Angelina, when do I have to have my third?
No time frame. The sooner the better.
Yeah, that's the sooner you do, the sooner you promote to silver and get the bonus.
How about I want to be silver in week 1?
Yeah. And what the great thing about it is like Anne was new and she's like, gosh, okay, I'm ready. She's hustling, she's out there getting her 3. She got 3. She went silver in her first month, and then on the last day of the month at midnight, everything rolls over to 0 in your back office. So that freaks people out. They're like, oh my God, do I have to start all over again? Like, I have to go silver again? No, you're silver. You're good.
Oh, I made a mistake.
Oh, right. They'll be there.
I made a mistake, and I bought my back order or something, and I wasn't supposed to.
Well, what happened was instead of setting up the backup order, she made a mistake and went ahead and ordered another $100 worth of product. So that's why she was wondering why it was still showing that her backup order wasn't set up when she had placed an order yesterday. And then by talking to her, we figured out what happened.
Okay.
So,
so Turner was yelling at me like, what the hell are you doing spending all this money? I was like, it's gonna come back. I'm just kidding. No, but it was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I thought I was just setting it in place.
Yeah, and I would tell you, just call customer service. They'll fix it, but don't call customer service. They probably won't fix it. No.
I didn't know that it was going to work like that.
Yeah, so the good thing about that is if you bought product, you're qualified, number 1. If you got your 100 PV, you gave Angelina points. And you still have 60 days to buy a welcome pack. So you can always set your AQ. Don't push it through. So set it as an AQ. And if you want to buy a welcome pack next month or the month after, you can do that. It's up to you.
She did already buy a welcome pack. That's the thing.
Oh, she did?
She bought a welcome pack? Yeah. She bought a welcome pack and then also bought the other one on top of that.
Okay, so you're qualified above your welcome pack already. So that's okay. Yeah,
that's okay for you.
I mean, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay for Angelina. That's great. Okay, this is what you do. So you're going to get your welcome pack, and then you're going to get your whatever you ordered as your backup order. So you're going to sell that retail to someone, and you're going to make.
Definitely.
So you're going to get your money back. What was it? The triplex? Was it the triplex?
It was a bio cleanse, which someone did want to purchase. Mm-hmm. BB from our call.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
it was also a slim combo with an accelerator, which a gentleman came in the pharmacy today and was interested in as well. So I'm
gonna go to retail and make your money back plus some. So that's great. I mean, that's bad on the end that it already took out. I'm sure it's already out of your money, but at least you'll be able to make that money back.
Right.
Give Ike back his money, so he's happy.
I told you I don't know what I'm doing. I told you.
Oh, just ask us, and we're always here to help.
Yeah.
I taught you guys more than my.
Let me tell you something. When I came back, in October of 13, when I went to Leaders Retreat, it was my first Plexus event. That's when I got 100% sold out. I came home. I thought my husband was going to leave me. He was just like, this is crazy. What are you doing? You're on your phone 24/7. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm on my phone just whipping through, reading everything, watching YouTube. He's like, you're a cat. He's like, this is crazy. We'd be at dinner and I'm, the phone ring. Hello. I'm on the phone and my husband's like, what are you doing? It is hard. It's a sacrifice. But, after a few weeks, I told him, I sat my family down and I said, look, this is the deal. Like, I want this. I know I can do this. So I promise you that there is going to be a reward for everybody at the end. And if you bear with mommy and bear with me, I'm going to be on my phone. I'm going to be absent. I'm going to miss some games, or I'm going to be on my phone at some games, but I might be there, but I'm not going to be present. But because I'm working hard, like I want to go to Hawaii. I wanted the Lexus. I wanted the Hawaii trip. I wanted the paycheck. So I did have to say, hey, honey, it's going to be hard. I'm going to be boring you for a couple weeks, and I set him down and had that conversation. It was better. But, he thought I was crazy too in the beginning. But, for me, it paid off. In 7 months, I had a $10,000 paycheck. So my husband was like, girl, get on your phone. He's like, go to the computer, whatever you got to do. So now he's like, he's my biggest fan. He's like, he will say, hey, don't worry, go to that meeting or go do your training. I'll put the kids to bed. I'll do this. I'll do that. So it's not easy. You have to find balance. But in the beginning, you are excited. You are, hungry for it. You want to be, getting your team and getting your few people so you can start earning that paycheck your first month. So
I know. And I'm like the kid from South Park. I do what I want.
Yeah. And that's not my husband. He knew I was going to do it regardless. If I want to do something, I'm very strong like that. That's what happens when you're single, raising 4 kids by yourself. You become independent, extremely independent. So I still, after 8 years of being married to him, we were having this conversation this morning. I have to find myself that I mean, if I was to think or have a conversation, like I ask him, or like tell him what I'm doing. Somebody has major background noise. I think it's the caller. Let's see.
Oh, I thought it was a scary movie.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. No. But it's fun. I mean, there's just so much involved in network marketing. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of time, but there's so much benefit from it. The health part is great. The financial part is amazing, but the friendships are super cool. Like I've made the most amazing friendships in the last few years. With some of the most incredible people. So it's cool. I mean, wait till you guys experience being a Jewel. You guys, it's just going to be like life-changing. It's super fun. It's like being part of a sorority, but even cooler because we're all adults. It's like we can even appreciate what we have, and so it's really a neat experience. And I can't wait for my team to experience that with me.
My kids are like, where's your vitamins?
Yeah.
So I'm uber excited.
Yeah. And my kids are like walking billboards. My youngest is 6 years old, and she's like, Mommy, you have your team call? She's like, you have your boot camp? I'm like, yeah. You have to work tonight.
Yeah. I was at one of the kids' jiu-jitsu classes yesterday, and I was talking about something I had to do, and my son's like, oh, Plexus. I'm like, yeah, Plexus.
Yeah. And anytime she sees anything pink, she's like, he always says, Mom, you get that for your Plexus team. I'm like, yeah, it just becomes second nature. It just becomes part of who you are,
Yeah, that's cute.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm excited for you guys. I know that you guys are doing new big things. I know we had a really awesome month last month in our sales. Our team alone had over $400,000 in 1 month. So I'm pretty impressed by our team. You know, some of the huge, like, you know, Celeste Gwynn's team sold like $1 million or $2 million. But I mean, think of the magnitude of people she has on her team. We're talking about less than 2,000 people that are active on my team sold $400,000 of Plexus products in a month. Like, that is crazy to me. You guys are killing it. So we are pioneering something huge. I mean, I hope that you guys see that. I hope that you can look forward in like 5-10 years and imagine where y'all are going to be. Y'all are going to be, you know, the ones who pioneered a $1 billion company. And Plexus will be a household name by then. And you guys will be laid that foundation of the company. And you guys are going to be able to say, hey, you know, I built that company. That was me. I was a pioneer for Plexus, and I started all that. You know, and we'll be the ones that are sitting back and enjoying in our residual income. So it'll be fantastic. So if you guys don't have any questions, I'll let you go. I know it's Friday. Some of you guys probably have some family stuff or just want to hang out with the husband or wives. So
movie night.
I'm sorry. I have my daughter's out, so I have my grandson, but he's asleep already. I'm like, sure. I'm like, I can't even play with him. You bring him over and you put him to bed. I'm like, what the fun is that? So she had him out in the pool today, so he was all wore out and tired. I'm like, all right.
Kelly, I just wanted to tell you thank you for everything, all the time that you took on us this week. It's been very informative. You're very motivational and inspiring. And, you know, like I said before, I want to be like you when I grow up.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Thank
you so much.
I enjoy it. It feeds me. Trust me. Like, I mean, I love that you guys are getting stuff out of it. I think it's, you know, that's so awesome, but it really blesses me. Like, this is something I love. It's definitely something that drives me and definitely passionate about it. So it's fun for me. I never consider it work. So
Ellie, how many pets do you have?
Oh, who's Diana? I don't notice behind me. Like, I'm in my daughter's.
How many cats do you have?
This is what happens when you're a mom to 5. And Ann can tell you, you block stuff out. Like, I can hear my teenagers in the background, but I can totally go to people like, do you hear them? They're talking to you. That's fine. With the dogs, I am huge into rescue. So like I volunteer at Halo. I'm a huge into animal rescue. So I have 4 dogs and 2 cats and 5 kids. So there's no quiet time in my house. There's my cat. See her?
Oh my gosh, you guys are like the Jolie Pitt household.
Yeah, totally. So I guess my Weimaraner was on the bed last night. She's not even supposed to be in here. She's 146 pounds, so she can't be in here. I didn't even notice she was in here. It's so funny. And Diana Richards posted on my Facebook, I saw your dog photobombing your video, and I thought, I had to rewatch it. I was like, oh, her fat butt was in here. And so my 20
He was in there about half the week.
I didn't even notice that. And then my little dog is always in here. So I always have my little dog. But I'm in my daughter's room. That was my office. But my 20-year-old moved back in with me. And so her friend is living here too with us. They're waiting for their house to be ready. And so her and her best friend are staying here. So she was apparently in the background too, walking around. I don't know. I tell them I'm on live video, so if you come in the room, make sure that you know you're on TV.
Came in one outfit and left in another.
I had to put some tape around here.
I'm glad that my back, my home, it can be a laugh. It can be comedy hour on our Zoom meeting. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen.
There you go.
But yes, four dogs, 2 cats, 5 kids, and a grandson.
And a friend.
And a friend.
And a partridge and a pear tree.
Yes.
Is that Emily sitting in the back?
What's that?
Is that Emily?
Yes.
Tell her I said hi.
I will. It's funny, you know, my husband and I joke, they move out, but they always come back. I'm like, the whole idea is for you to stay out. You keep coming home.
There's a show that's coming on, a new show called Crowded that has that same that the
Yeah,
kids back in.
Well, this is the kicker. She has a house. She rented a house, a beautiful house in Vero, which is like 15 minutes south of me, like not far. But she decided to roommate with 3 guys. And so she thought they would be great. You know, they were really good friends. And I told her, I said, you know, Emily, guys it's different when you live with boys. Teenage, young adult boys, you know, it's going to be different. Sometimes they're not very clean. You know, it's a little bit different than maybe you're used to. We live in a house full of girls, right? So she left her home. She moved. I can't deal with it. She's like, it's disgusting. They're gross. She's like, they don't buy toilet paper. She's like, what do they do? She's like, I'm not buying their toilet paper. I was like, she's like, so what? I'm like, oh, girl, you don't even want to know.
We'll find out on laundry day.
So she left her house and she moved back home. And I said, why don't you tell them to move out? I'm like, and she's like, no. She's like, I feel bad. So her and her other girlfriend are going to find a new house. I'm just like, oh, Lord. Be 20 again, let me tell you.
And you're like, I told you so.
I did. I was like, well, I tried to explain to you. It's hard because we did. I mean, there was all of us girls. I mean, I have 5 girls now, but my youngest is 6. So growing up, it was just them and me. And they have no idea. They're just like, I'm like, boys are disgusting. They're dirty. They smell. Like, they don't care. They don't take the trash out. They don't, you know, it's like, they don't do their laundry. They're like, yeah, whatever. Like, I said, you're going to have a rude awakening. And sure enough, she definitely had a rude awakening. Never again, put it that way. So,
Aww.
I love them. But
And is that your oldest?
that's my second oldest. Yeah, she's 20. My oldest is 21. She's the one with the baby.
Oh, okay.
Baby. Yeah.
Aww.
So
Tell Kate I said hi too.
I will.
Tell her to keep her chin up.
I will.
I don't like all the stuff that's being said. That's nasty.
Yeah. Well, you know, I swear, I'm like, I tell my girls all the time, I'm like, I'm so glad that and Anne has high schoolers. I would not want to be a teenager in this society. It's crazy.
Amen.
I mean, it's like I have 2. I have a ninth grader and a 10th grader. So I have 2 that already went through high school. I have 2 going through it now, and I think I have my youngest is 6. I'm like, I don't even want her to go to school. I'm like, can I figure something out where she never has to go to school? Because like, yeah, I'm like, oh, it's awful. So, I mean, we live in a small town too. You know how that is. It's like everybody knows everybody, and everybody knows your business, and it can be never a dull moment. But thank God they're resilient, like their mama. So.
Well, thank you again. I gotta go find a 3rd ambassador, so I'm gonna leave.
Get on it. So work out the next couple of days over the weekend. So hopefully I'll hear you this week. The beginning of the week, you'll have your 3.
Oh, I'm shouting it from the rooftops, y'all. You'll see.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see.
I'm excited for y'all. All right, ladies. Well, you guys have a good evening. Good rest of the weekend.
Thank you so much, Kelly.
Love.
Very welcome.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.